Yeah.
Hey, so you know Friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so we have friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you know, like normal people, we have friends, all right?
Possibly. Who knows if they're dead to the vampires by now? But you know.
Well, I don't know. So we have a friend. This is a neutral friend that we both know. We've known this friend for a long time, all right? All right, this is a friend that you and I both know. One of our bestest friends, okay? Right, that we have known for a long time. We haven't seen him since the start of the whole pandemic, so we don't know what's up with him. I asked him beforehand, and we could talk about him on stream, and he said okay. And he said okay, it's fine, all right. So we're gonna talk about this friend, all right? Okay. So hey, wait. Do you think Cannibal Gary is hiding something from us? I like Cannibal Gary. He's a cool guy, and all. But do you think at times he doesn't want to tell us something about his life?
I don't know, man. Right? What do you think he's hiding?
I don't know. Like whenever he has never invited us to his house, and every time we go hang out with him, he always says to drop or pick him up at the edge of a park, near a woman's gym, an abandoned factory, the lake. The mountain pass, like these weird locations he want us to meet up, and we're like, okay, Cannibal Gary, these looks like cool places to meet up. He's like, yeah, just pick me up or drop me off here. And we're like, okay, Cannibal Gary, yeah, it's your thing, you know. If that's where you want us to pick you up or drop you off, it's fine. You have a phone, you can Uber ride home if you need it. And he's like, yep, no worries, you know. Right?
I mean,
like I like Cannibal Gary and all, you know. Some of our greatest memories are with Cannibal Gary.
Sure, but like, I mean, I don't know what you think. What do you think, man? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Cameron's just hiding something from us. Like he never wants to eat out with us. You know, whenever we go out and eat, we're like, "Hey, yo, Cannibal Gary, you want to try some of this pasta or pizza?" He's like, "Oh no, I'm good, Austin and William and other friends. You know, I have already ate. You know, the meat here is too high in protein for me. I have a very specific diet, and he doesn't tell us about his diet. It's a pretty good diet. He says I've been doing it for years. He's like, wow, Cannibal Gary, that's really good. You're in good shape and everything, you know. Like he is like Cannibal Gary is a peak human specimen, you know, right? He's really fit and everything, you know. Don't know his secret. He doesn't want to tell us. He's like, you guys are, you know, don't worry. It's a family tradition, you know. The secret that to keep myself in well-shaped, fine-toned body, you know, right?
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe he's just a vegan. Maybe that's why he doesn't eat the food, man. Come on.
Yeah, you know what? You do bring up a good point because he does recommend us food to eat to get us in better body shape. He's preparing us for something, you know. He's like, oh yeah, you guys should definitely eat some of this stuff. This will make your meat tenderized and well fit and all that stuff. It'll give your body a good aroma. And we're like, wow, thanks, Cannibal Gary. You're always looking out for us. You're always preparing us for the future, you know. Like it's like, yeah, don't worry, I got you guys. You guys are my closest friends, you know. Right? Yeah, Cannibal Gary is a good guy, you know. Like here's the thing. You know what's one of my favorite things about Cannibal Gary?
Yeah, what?
His fashion sense. He has a good fashion sense. Whenever we see him, he always wears these cool clothes that have like these splatter effects on. Don't know how he does. I think he does like some of his art related stuff he does, you know. Because he talks about his art project, you know. Like whenever he has these clothes, right? He have like these cool splatter effect on him from all the paint he does with it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And like there's a good mixture. Like sometimes he puts old paints and new paints together. Sometimes he wears the same clothes, but it has a new paint. Has a new coat of paint splatter on there. Like I don't know how he does it. I don't know his artistic vision. All right, he looks at stuff that we cannot see. You know, right?
Yeah, sure. But I don't know, man. That's just his thing, man. Maybe he just practiced it for a long
that's just Cannibal Gary's thing, you know. Don't know. I wish I knew what he's been doing, you know. Right? He's really secretive, which I respect, you know. I respect people in their privacy. I'm not gonna pry into people's personal life and they don't want to tell about. I'm really good. He's glad he's allowing us to talk about him online, you know.
Yeah, you know that's very generous of him, you know. Cannibal Gary, you know. Cannibal Gary.
Yeah, Cannibal Gary.
Cannibal Gary.
Hey, wait. I'm not a good judge of character, but if one thing you quote me on, I trust Cannibal Gary, alright?
Yep.
I'll take that to my grave. Alright?
We all trust Cannibal Gary. Yeah.
We can all trust Cannibal Gary. He has that smile and that charisma, you know.
Delete it, Austin. You edit this one and you delete that segment, okay? No one needs to know what happened.
Oh, should I just cut to that? You just say delete that segment?
Yes, exactly. Cartoon
Okay,
Dad.
I'll try to remember it.
Yeah, I don't think you will.
Who knows? Who knows? I'll edit these at some point.
I mean,
okay, so hey, what movie are we watching?
We're watching Love and Monsters. Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Segue.
Okay, hold on. Let me quickly go to Netflix.com. Type in. Oh wait, no, YouTube. Because the movie is on YouTube for free. I found out.
Is it?
Yeah, it's actually for free to view on YouTube. Like legally free to view on YouTube.
Let me see.
It's free with ads. But it doesn't matter. You have ad blocker, so it's fine.
Yeah. Wait. Is it distributed by Paramount?
Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I just. That's how I found out about this movie because I saw a YouTube ad for it. I saw a YouTube ad for it. I was like, oh wow, this is free to watch on YouTube. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find where I can watch this.
Oh, it doesn't look like it anymore. I guess. Oh, it's paid. It's you have to buy or rent it now. It was free to rent last month when I originally saw it.
Oh, okay, shit. Okay, I missed out on that then, huh?
Yeah, I missed out on that. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so yeah. So Love and Monster.
Mm-hmm. Right off the bat, sorry, I'm eating an apple at the moment because I have nothing else to eat at home.
Yeah, Cannibal Gary, big fan of apples. I heard he likes stuff that are bright red.
Yeah.
For what he tells me, his diet, a lot of proteins and fiber.
I wonder if he's doing well in this vampiric future that we live in.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's still the narrative we created.
Don't worry, Cannibal Gary will save us from the vampires. I trust him.
I'm pretty sure Cannibal is doing well off in the vampiric future with creatures eating blood, alright? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he has never gotten a taste of it, so he knows what to do. He knows how to handle himself, alright? Yep. He doesn't have to worry about ingesting other humans, alright? So it's fine.
It is weird, though. Whenever I go over to see Cannibal Gary, he's always seems to be talking to somebody who doesn't like the sun. It's very weird. But, I ignore it. For Cannibal Gary, I'd do anything for him. Anyway.
Yeah, I trust Cannibal Gary.
Trust Cannibal Gary.
Hey, but I like this movie. Yeah. This is a good... Well, hold on. I hate the main character. I liked everything else about this movie.
What's there to... I mean, why do you hate the main character?
I don't like this main character. This guy, I really wanted him to die.
Gee, why? The poor guy went through so much and you want him to die?
Oh, no, he's fucking useless.
Yeah, but there's a reason. They showed why.
Okay, it's been like 7 years or something since the monster invasion, and he still hasn't grown up. All right,
yeah,
look,
okay.
hey,
yeah,
look, like how we're living in the vampire apocalypse right now. I'm putting my weight into this. All right, I'm like, hey, yo, I know there's vampires around, right? But I'm not gonna dilly dally and not help the community, right? I don't want to be useless. I'm gonna help.
He helps.
Okay, by getting people killed.
No, he didn't. That way, he didn't even get people killed. That was literally just the guy dying by cockroach or something, okay?
Because of his fault.
It was how? How was it any of it his fault? It already grabbed him, Austin.
Oh, I just don't like the main character in this movie. I think this movie is great. I thought Woody Harrelson was in this movie, but then I realized I was confusing this movie for Zombieland at a point.
Yeah, I legit thought that too. I was very confused.
I was like, this is Woody Harrelson. Then I looked online. They're like, no, Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker, yeah.
Rooker. I was like, oh wow, I like Michael Rooker. He's a great actor. I've seen our Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. So let's just go into the plot synopsis real quick because I do want to talk about this movie a good bit. Mm-hmm. And we can talk about your hatred of the main character, apparently. Like, holy shit. So, as per usual, I'm just going to go ahead and read to you, the audience, the plot synopsis that's provided to us by the Wikipedia, just so you can follow along.
Yeah.
Nailed it! Alright, so here we go. After the destruction of an asteroid headed for Earth, the chemical fallout causes all cold-blooded animals to mutate into large monsters. During the evacuation of Fairfield, Joel Dawson is separated from his girlfriend Amy, but promises to find her and his parents are killed. 7 years later, Joel lives in one of many underground bunkers called colonies, where other survivors, except for him, have romantically paired up with each other while fighting monsters and scavenging for supplies. Joel is instead left behind in the kitchen, as he is notorious for freezing in dangerous situations. When a giant ant breaches his colony, killing... it was an ant. That was not made clear.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a cockroach, too.
I thought... Okay, peace. It doesn't look like an ant at all, right? It looked like a cockroach, right? I wasn't the only one. Okay, cool. I just want to clear that up because I'm. Whatever. Don't worry. I'm getting.
No, ant and cockroach apparently have the same body structure.
Apparently, maybe they fused together. I don't know what in this wacky world.
I don't know this horrific future that they live in.
Oh yeah, we live in a real world with real life vampires. Come on.
Mm-hmm. We live in a horrific vampire future while these guys are living in giant animal future. I think they got the better trade off.
It depends. But anyway, we can argue that later. Giant ant breaches his colony, killing one of the survivors. Joel sets off on a quest to reunite with Amy so that he doesn't end up alone.
Fucking loser.
Okay. I think we made apparent how much you hate this guy, okay?
I don't like this character.
Passing through the suburbs, Joel is attacked by a giant toad monster but is saved by a stray dog named Boy, who follows Joel on his journey, warning him against poisonous berries and other dangers. Joel falls into a nest of worm monsters called sand gobblers when two survivors, Clyde Dutton and Minnow, rescue him. They're heading...
Definitely not the character from Zombieland, by the way.
Yeah. You'd think so, but he's not. They're heading north to the mountains, where the colder weather and higher elevation means fewer monsters. They teach Joel some basic survival skills and how not all monsters are hostile, demonstrating how you can always tell in their eyes. They invite Joel to stay with them, but Joel insists that he must find Amy. As they part ways, Clyde gives Joel with a grenade. As Joel continues west, Boy becomes trapped by a giant centipede monster. Joel freezes but eventually shoots and kills the monster with his crossbow, saving Boy. Sheltering in an abandoned motel, they meet a robot named Mavis, spelled with a 1.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Nope.
Nope, there's the burp. I thought it was going to be a loud one, but
okay.
No, it's just this quiet one.
Okay, that's from eating the apples, apparently.
Yeah, look, man, I haven't had a lot to eat. Apparently, apples give me the burps, okay?
Apparently, I guess that's what we learned from apples today.
Look, we don't judge Cannibal Gary on his veganism, okay? Don't judge me on my eating apples.
Yeah, right. Look, if there's anyone I can never judge on Earth, it's Cannibal Gary, alright?
Exactly. We don't judge Cannibal Gary here. Cannibal Gary is cool, alright? I don't care what
Cannibal Gary is cool with a C, alright?
Cool with a capital C.
Yeah.
Anyway, before her battery dies, Mavis powers his radio long enough to briefly contact Amy, where he learns that new survivors have reached her colony, promising to lead them away to safety. The next day, Joel and Boy are attacked by a queen sand gobbler. They hide, but Boy barks, giving away their position. Joel kills the queen with the grenade, but yells at Boy for putting them in danger, causing Boy to run away. After swimming across a river, Joel is covered in poisonous leeches and hallucinates, but is rescued before he collapses. Joel wakes to finally see Amy. She leads a beach colony of elderly survivors who depend on her. Joel is introduced to the new survivors, Cap and his crew. As everyone celebrates their imminent departure, Amy confesses she is glad to see Joel but has become a different person and is still mourning someone she had become close to. Joel decides to return to his colony and contact them on the radio, learning that it has become unsafe and that they too must leave soon. Cap sends Joel some berries, which he recognizes as poisonous. Realizing Cap is not to be trusted, he rushes to warn Amy but is knocked unconscious. Joel, Amy, and the rest of her colony awaken tied up on the beach. Cap reveals that his group is there to steal supplies and that their yacht is towed by a crab monster that Cap controls with an electrified chain. Cap sets the crab to feed on the colonists, but Joel and Amy escape and are able to fight for their lives, and Boy returns to help. Joel has the opportunity to kill the crab, but he determines that the crab is not hostile by looking into its eyes and shoots the electrified chain, freeing it. The crab leaves Joel unharmed and instead kills Cap and his crew and sinks the yacht. Joel recommends Amy and her colony head north. They share a romantic goodbye kiss and Amy promises she will find him. Joel treks all the way back to his colony and they too decide to head to the mountains. On the radio, Joel inspires other colonies to take to the surface. As everyone heads north, Clyde and Minnow, already in the mountains, wonder if Joel will survive the next journey. And that's the end of that.
Alright. Okay,
So
that's the movie.
yeah. So tell me about your hatred for this character, real quick.
Hey, I don't like this Joel character. He's pretty fucking useless. Holy shit. Right? Like, here's my problem. If you're gonna establish a post-apocalyptic survival movie, right? I understand if this was like the first week, the first year, or some shit. I'm like, oh boy, what's this post-apocalyptic survival we're living in, right? But this movie clearly established 7 years. Like a good year, right? And he's like, hey yo, what do I do? How I survive, right? Like, what the fuck is this, Joe? You've been living this shit for 7 years, and you don't know how to fucking survive yet? What the fuck is this, right?
Yeah, but like he has a problem with freezing up. There's a reason for this.
Okay, well, then the collie should have fucking let him off to die early on if he wasn't gonna contribute, alright? William, I've seen The Last of Us, alright? I know what happens in The Last of Us, alright?
I mean, like, his parents died right in front of him. He has a trauma that he has to confront.
Hey, you know who else who died in front of us? Not Cannibal Gary. That's who.
Yeah, thank God for that.
In the vampire apocalypse,
yeah,
alright?
Thank God Cannibal Gary.
Also, his drawing sucks, by the way.
I mean, his drawings are decent. They're decent. They're okay.
Yeah, I just don't like this character. It's been like 7 years, and he hasn't learned anything, right? I would give him some slack if it was like a year or some shit, and he's like, oh boy, what the fuck's what the fuck are these death berries, you know? And I don't know what the deal with the death berries are, right? That was after 7 years, you think he'd pick up on some stuff, right?
You
think he realized, like, hey, yo, I should probably contribute to this community I'm living in and not get people killed.
I mean, he didn't get people killed. People died naturally from other monsters, and he didn't know anything about and he didn't know anything about the surface world because literally nobody went up to the surface except for like.
Also, real quick. He spent one day out or like a week or something into the surface world, and then all of a sudden he's like tells, "Hey, yo, go out to the surface world. You know, it's okay." That really got me. I was like, I don't think you should just be telling people to just go out to the surface world. Like, I feel like people should spend some more time learning about this before you just straight up, hey, yo, surface world's cool. I met a dog. It's okay. Just go out. YOLO it.
Okay, I mean, to be fair, I think he did tell them about the tips that he learned from, like, from what he learned in his 7 days. To be fair, at least for that bit, okay? But it's just like a kid, like a guy who's just like who never was able to confront his trauma until he decided to go up onto the surface, and then along the way
he should have learned to confront them 3 years ago.
Jesus.
So after 7 years, I'll be like, hey, I'll be like, hey, you confront your trauma yet?
Jesus fuck. Look, man, confronting trauma is hard. Okay.
Oh no, it's not hard when you're Cannibal Gary. He learned to confront his trauma years ago as a kid.
Look, here's the thing, okay, Austin. Not everyone, like, literally, not everyone can be Cannibal Gary, okay? Cannibal Gary, he is the exception.
Cannibal Gary's an acquired taste,
no. Cannibal Gary is the exception, not the rule, okay?
Okay.
Alright? You listen to, the thing is, Cannibal Gary, he is 1 in a million, alright? He is everything, the beginning and the end, Austin.
Oh, he's the alpha and the omega.
Yes, he is the alpha and the omega.
Oh, right? Jesus Christ. Damn, I was Cannibal Gary so fucking cool.
Yeah, that's why. That's why he has the name Cannibal Gary. It's like none of us deserve that name, Austin.
I never understood this. I don't know why his parents named him Cannibal Gary. Like, I understand their last name were Garys, right? I was like, alright, Gary. That was the first thing he told me. Oh, yeah, my first name is Cannibal, my last name is Gary. But you can just straight up call me Cannibal Gary. I was like, alright, sure. I'm not gonna argue with that name. That's a cool ass name, Cannibal Gary.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. Cannibal Gary, you don't need to question his name. He just is. Okay? Just accept it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway. So there's a lot of fun to be had in this movie, if anything. Despite Austin's hatred of the main character.
Yeah, I just don't like this main character.
Yep, exactly. There is a surprising amount of what do you call it? Practical effects in this movie. Like with the monsters and shit. Like sometimes when there's a good amount of CGI, especially with the big monsters.
Yeah, there's a good. I saw that. I know it's a good amount of CGI.
Yeah, and it's again, this movie doesn't exactly take itself too seriously at moments, but it kind of it knows when it picks and chooses at the right moments.
Like the set piece, the set pieces are good. right? The environment that they have is really good.
Yeah, like the
I like the environment.
like the
The monsters, it's whatever. It's CG. It's CG. In 20 years, these monster effects aren't gonna. But for the time being, yeah, these monster effects was fine.
Yeah, like an example for one of the set pieces was Amy's colony. Like honestly, like that, like when you look at it, it was like you had the colony that's in the mountains and stuff, and you have like it looks very comfortable, despite the post-apocalyptic setting, but
Also, hey, why are you guys out in the open in the post-apocalyptic setting? Out in the, I feel like that's like the worst thing to be doing, especially when you have carnivorous monsters just chilling around. I feel like that's not the smartest thing to be doing.
I don't know, man. Maybe they don't like sand. Okay, I don't know, except for maybe the sand gobblers, but those are different. But like, it's like a lot of the settings, like it kind of feels like what were those things you would watch when you would go to like what do you call it, like Six Flags, and you go to watch a show? Did they have a specific name for
a play, a stage show?
Yeah, a stage show. It kind of felt like a stage show. Like you know how I remember one specifically where there was like a bit of a town. They had some sand or like pirates and stuff. They would just jump in. It felt like something you'd see in a stage show, and it felt very fun to watch. You have the typical story.
Hey, just keep going. Just keep going. I may or may not be leaving to go drop something off. So just go on your rant. I'll talk about how cool Cannibal Gary is. I may, as you talk, as I go deliver something to my door.
Well, since I've been left alone here. A big where was I? Okay. No, that wasn't it. Fuck. Why did this happen? I forgot. Oh no. So yeah, they tell a typical story. So you have Joel, who is he's been traumatized by the fact that his parents have, literally died right in front of him, and then they're like literally stepped on or something by a giant monster, and then that's where he develops his freezing thing whenever he encounters one of the monsters. Now, it's very quickly established that, again, like, he's alone, and he's scared of monsters. So you do that, and then after the credit scene, or like the title screen is what I meant to say, he decides to go off and find Amy. This is a lot of him just trying to learn to gain more self-confidence in himself. And, yeah, exactly. It's a lot of just this movie, just him trying to gaining more self-confidence and confronting his fears and overcoming them. I feel like he should have learned this stuff years ago. By the end of it, he's able to fight off. Fine.
That's just my biggest problem.
Learned it years ago. Whatever.
7 minutes in. You're like 7 years into this universe, right? It's like I'm gonna keep bringing up Zombieland because I feel like this movie gives me a major Zombieland vibe watching this. I was like, this movie's just like Zombieland, right? That's the vibe I got from this movie. Only because of Michael Rooker's character.
Yeah, it's in tone, yeah.
Is that fucking? I legitimately thought at a point when he was just like, is that Woody Harrelson? Woody Harrelson in this movie, right?
Yeah, they have similar looks, that's for certain. But it's basically just the main character learning to overcome his self-doubt and like his fear, and then kind of being remade in that sense, especially when he meets people along the way, he makes friends, that kind of stuff. It's a typical kind of journey type of thing. He goes from point A to point B. We're interested in how he gets there and how he grows, and that's fun because like a lot of it is just like
yeah, I like the monster.
A lot of the fun is especially in watching the monsters,
in this world.
And just
from a nuclear fallout, radioactive waste, or whatever this meteor thing was, right? All right, I'll believe. I'm fine with it,
Yeah, and it's definitely interesting though because it's a very it's a weird love story in a very, I mean, again, it's you said it, it's in a very Zombieland-esque type of setting, and it's just like, I mean, they did it really well, and it's like, it's like he goes, he kind of like figures things out for himself. And he goes through that.
He's
like
20 in his 20s now, because if the movie takes place, if the fallout happened during his high school days, he has to be in his 20s now. If it's 7 years later. Yeah, something around mid 20s.
Yeah, he's
mid-20s.
like maybe like 22 or 23.
Early to mid 20s is what I'm putting him at. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mid 20s. Yeah, early to mid 20s. Yeah. And it's just, I mean, again, it's just like, I can't exactly say much for the story, if only because it's kind of rather, it's something you'll probably have seen before. I can't exactly think of a movie right off the top of my head.
No zombie-land type of adventure you can think of off the top of your head.
It's just a... Yeah, I mean, okay, no, but I'm talking, okay, fine. It's a Zombieland-esque adventure, okay? It's just like, it's not a movie to be taken seriously, and it's just there for you to sit around and have fun with it, especially with the monster designs. But they do take, like, especially, like, they do some nice environmental storytelling.
Yeah, that
opening
bit was a good way to establish the movie, right?
And,
I like how that sounded. It got to the point, it's like, hey, there was a meteor, we blew it up, nuclear fallout. That's the universe. I'm like, okay, I'll go with it, right? Like, it's like a good. It's not like a fucking. What was that movie we watched with Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey? Fucking Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire. It wasn't like Rain of Fire, right? Where they tried to establish. Hey, yo, here's some fucking dragons.
Oh my god.
I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah. It's not like that.
I keep forgetting
Matthew
McConaughey's in that movie.
That opening bit with him explaining the universe, like, all right, that's cool. Short and simple. All right, you establish your universe. It's all good now, right? All right, well, like, the way that it was a pretty simple. Hey, yo, what's up? Here's our stupid zany universe, with giant insect. Yeah, not like Matthew, not like Christian Bale.
It doesn't take itself too seriously. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed at that. He just crushes the elevator. I'm like, dragon just doesn't bother breathing fire on the kid when he's a dragon? Oh my god, no, I'm not gonna get into Rain of Fire again. We already went through that.
Yeah.
Okay. Where were we again? Oh yeah, fun environmental storytelling. You see how the monsters took over the world. Watching the monsters themselves is also really fun. Like, it's like they have a real creepy vibe whenever I look at them, and it's just like, get that away from me, like the fucking centipede thing, which freaked me the fuck out with its eyes and shit. It just did not look okay. Yeah, it's a good enough story that we have here, and it's like the way they treat it again is very good too. It's just a lot of like, again, it doesn't take itself seriously. Like I love the joke that they always bring it up. Yeah. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go leave my colony, and he meets up with a stranger, right? And they're like, well, what are you doing out here? He's like, why are you out of your colony? You steal food? He's like, no, I didn't steal food. It's like, you stole food.
That's like,
and everyone assumes that
they set up that world, bro. Like, it's such a subtle way to self, like the worst thing you could do in this universe is to steal food, right?
Yeah, especially considering the fact that the monsters are everywhere. It makes sense, but it's kind of funny like how they tell you that, it's just through a fucking joke that they run throughout the fucking movie, and he's like, what? Why does everyone keep saying I steal food? Why is this such a big deal? It's just like, okay, sure. I mean, it has good humor throughout. It's kind of forgettable though, if only because I legitimately cannot remember a lot of everything else. If only like except for maybe like the stealing food bit, if only because they did it so many times, So I mean, it's the movie's a bit forgettable in that sense, because it's like it's like a story you've seen before, and but it's a fun. It's, the thing is, you're not really gonna remember for the story.
Yeah, the monster design I'm very
because I do still remember the goddamn snail thing. The centipede thing that tricked me the fuck out. It was creepy fun.
Like they showed like a giant skull at some point, right? Like oh boy, like what's the story with this giant skull that like when Michael Rooker's character was looking down the mountain, like we just see like the giant skull. It's like, is this King Kong's parent? Ooh, is this what King Kong was trying to prevent? Anyway, may or may not be recording after the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. Right? Yeah.
But like anyway, because the thing is, it's like, it's not again, it's it's a but I can't. There's not a lot to say about it because the thing is, it's a fun monster apocalypse type of story, right? And it's a very it's a very silly, I think you could say.
Yeah.
It's like it's a silly hero's journey type of tale, right? It's a coming of age story, and it's like there's like no real pressure or stress on this character to kind of grow up.
Yeah,
he just
he
kind of
has
does.
to. He has to get rid of all his.
So that and that
last
way you
years
can
of
kind of
trauma
just like
within a
sit
week,
back and
alright?
relax and just vibe with it.
Boy. Oh, there we go. He learns a new
Yeah,
trauma
man. Look,
every day.
man. 7
He
years,
goes
7
through
days.
every single day. He deals with a different trauma that happened that year.
Yes, exactly. Like year 1, getting over my year 1 trauma. Day 2, getting over my year 2 trauma. That's all you have to do. Austin.
No, you're
come
right.
On. Come on, man. That's how Cannibal
really
Gary
take a
does
bite
it.
of it.
That's
is
how
what
we
you're trying
should
to say.
do it too. Yes, exactly. Take a big
That's right.
fucking
hey,
chomp
that
of
was
a
the good
bite
thing.
out of
Gary used to tell you
trauma,
about a
you'll
bully.
be fine,
He
you
has
know?
a kid that
Swallow
also
that.
just
It's
happened
raw.
to be named Trauma that used to bully him. And one day he dealt with trauma. He said, "Yeah, I used to be bullied by this kid named Trauma." And then one day I just took a bite out of him and he left me alone. I was like, "What?" He told me that. So I was like, "Wow, that's a good lesson. That's a good story you told us about your backstory, right?" I was really impressed when he told us about how he dealt with this bully who happened to be named Trauma, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. See, that's all you have to do. Just take a bite out of your bullies. You'll be fine. But I mean, there's not a lot to say. I can say about this zone.
I just hate the main character.
Really simple.
Everything about this world I like. Also, hey, did you notice how these characters don't really have names except like Joe and me? Everyone else just has like, "Hey, yo, what's up? Here's a thing." Yeah.
I mean, there was Cap. There was Minnow and what's his name? Clyde. I mean, and then there was Boy.
Also, I don't understand the purpose of that robot. What was the purpose of that robot, by the way?
I don't remember anyone else.
Something. I felt like I really missed something with a giant, with a sentient robot that just.
No, I think the thing is when they established Mavis in the beginning, I was assuming they established Mavis as a way to say this is sometime in the future, where it's like it's near future, but it's in the future where
so
we
it's
have
not
to the point
super
where we got
advanced.
robots.
I was really
like
confused when I saw him.
Yeah, it's kind of far away.
What does this robot do here, right? Because we established this movie is like 21st century, right? Like basically current day life. Like this happened like within our time frame, right? I was like, then I just saw me. I was like, what the fuck's a robot doing here, right? It's really fucking weird.
Yeah. Also, I just looked this up because I was wondering who this was.
Yeah.
So you know Minnow, right?
Oh, really?
The little girl. Apparently, she was young Gamora in Infinity War. So, yeah, she was. Yeah, I was just really curious. I'm like, who is this?
Also, one thing I like that character more than I like Joel.
Yeah.
All right.
You know.
That was a. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I may not be leaving again. So please go on your rant and your discussion. I may not be leaving to go deliver the mail. Don't worry about it. I'll be right back.
I thought we were gonna end this because we don't have much to say about this anymore. Austin. Oh God. And you see, next time he comes back, we're just gonna get Cannibal Gary to stop him or something. I don't know. So, how was your day? This is all I have. I don't have anything else to say about this goddamn movie. I could just sit here in uncomfortable silence. I could do that. Or I could just keep rambling in uncomfortable rambliness. Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do here. I am not prepared for this. Doop 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 doo. Doop doop doo. Maybe I should just keep. You know, I'm gonna read you a book. All right? How about that? I have a book here. Anyway, it's just to give you an idea what kind of books I read. I don't know how you pronounce the author's name here. Thucydides. Yeah, I realize how that sounds. He wrote the Peloponnesian War. All right, so I guess we're gonna go into. I guess I'll just make an audio book now. So, book one, chapter 1, the importance of the war.
Yes.
Relative insignificance of the ancient past. Oh well, okay. Hello. I was literally about to read like I literally had nothing to say about this movie, so I was literally going to read a book to the fucking audience. Yeah, I was. I mean, I was done with it. I was going to read a book to the audience. That's all I'm telling you.
Don't like this character. I just don't like how he just fucking does nothing. Right? I'm fine with it coming of age, so I'm like, right? But I feel like you're like 7 years into the apocalypse, my guy. You should have picked this up at some point, you know, right? Okay, well, he should have picked something up 5 years ago then, if that's the case.
He found his girlfriend in that 7th year. One! What? Okay, sure. Well, you know what? It's fine.
Look, I just don't like his character. His character really annoyed me throughout this entire movie. I was like, I felt like he just kept getting in trouble. People had to save him because of it. Because he didn't learn anything. He didn't pick anything up. He within the 7 years of this monster universe, where 95%, I think, 90% plus of the human population were killed. He's like, fuck it, I don't care, whatever, you know, right? Right? It's like, okay, Joel, you've been in this for like 7 years, like billions of people have probably died by now. You're just like, hey, whatever. All right, Joel. Right? Oh, look, he needs to get over it, right?
Like Cannibal Gary,
okay? To get over his goddamn trauma. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't like all his fucking characters. I would have liked it better if this was like only a few years into the movie, right? And he's still trying to get over it, right? The fact that it's been like 7 years now, and at this point they established a clear social society, you know, and everyone's like, hey, yo, what's up? Here's our task, you know, right? Hey, imagine in The Last of Us, right? Within the years that when Joel, between the start of the apocalypse up until we meet Ellie, Joel also happened to be named Joel, was just a drunk, all right? Like he did nothing. He within the whatever year of the Last of Us, Joel literally did nothing. All right, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, Joel, you gotta go do your mission." He's like, "What is this, right?" And I'm like, "All right," because at least within the Last of Us, Joel did something. Like he had trauma, right? He had trauma, you know, the grief, the loss of his daughter, and all that stuff, right? But at least with those, he still did stuff. You know, he wasn't just doing nothing and mooching off everyone. He was still being a contributing factor of Last of Us society. Right? Right? It's like that. Right? I'm just annoyed how within the many years of this universe existing, the character Joe of Love and Monster has not been contributing to this established universe society, right? And I'm fine with him learning. As oh boy, time to get over it. Gotta do, right? That's character growth music, by the way. That's how character growth happens, right? You just do, right?
Sure.
Right? It's just like I feel like when like these last
that's exactly
8 years
how
as the world was burning, he's just been living like this encompassed bubble or whatever the fuck, right? And like his own bubble, like fuck it, I don't know what's going on, you know, whatever, right? Right, fuck it, you know, like then all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, then he tells his colony, oh yeah, by the way, I'm leaving. I haven't contributed anything to our colony within these last 7 years. I'm leaving. By the way, I'm taking this bow and arrow, some flashlight, I'm taking the food, I'm taking it all with me, right? I don't care, y'all can go fuck off, right? Oh no, okay, enough for them to survive, which Joe Clinton wasn't contributing towards. Oh, okay, wow, he cooked food like everyone else in the goddamn colony.
You know, he took care of the cow.
Did he ever scavenge for food? Did he ever go find food? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't seem like the guy to go around looking for food for the colony. Right, that's just like my big issue with Joel the character, right? The fact that he's just a fucking loser who literally does nothing until he's forced to grow up, right? Right, he's literally actually forced to grow up, right? I would have been fine with it, right? It's not like he's like a super privileged kid who has to fucking learn about all this shit, but after the 7 years, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think we're done now. I mean, I can't. I know at this point.
Maybe we use another Joel from the last week's analogy.
So I'm gonna call it done. Nah, yeah, sure, but unfortunately we can't bring Joel
the cycle
into
of revenge, alright?
Love and Monsters because
just
he's
the
dead,
cycle
Austin.
of revenge, alright?
He died in
this
part
Joel
2.
went on a journey of revenge to kill the monster that killed his parents. I would have liked this movie more, you know? I mean, I like this movie. I still like this movie. I just don't like Joel the character in this movie. I think his character was fucking god-awful. Movie universe, cool. Establish everything, like the way they establish everything, it's all good. I like the characters. Michael Rooker character's cool. The little girl, Minnow, great character. I like her character. I could watch a movie where we just hang out with Michael Rooker's character and Minnow, and it'll be fun as fuck. I bet these even from the brief type of what we saw, these characters. Hey, I like these characters. They're cool. They're fun, you know. This little girl, this girl definitely grew up within this hellscape apocalypse, and she's scarred by it, so she has to survive in it, right? You know. Right, but then you got fucking Joe over here, spending the last 7 years just in his corner jerking off, doing nothing. No,
I think the name of this episode is just like Austin Hates Joel or something. I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm assuming. Okay, sure. Well, I mean, you know, now that because we mentioned it,
in honor of Cannibal Gary.
Yeah, man. Come on. He deserves it.
He's still alive.
No, I mean it's not like he's dead. No, but I mean it's like he was never mentioned. We should just call this Cannibal Gary, and then that's
so
that. Just let him know that hey, this is the episode we talked about with it.
All right. I guess that's it. Coronavirus is something. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Wear a mask. Kate, thanks. Bye.